Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. All right, so there is this there's a topic that I have to get to that um I've been I've been meaning to do a video on this for so long because um I want to reference this or say this clearly. It's not a hate. There's something that I strongly dislike. I have a strong distaste for, and I've had this taste for a long time. It starts from my childhood. Well, not really childhood. It starts from like my teenage years, and then goes into wherever I am now. So I don't know. Where you know, listen. One of the biggest things that people love in this day and age and throughout the history of time has always been music, right? Folks have a love for music, right? And so for Muslims, people, the nasheeds, what they call them, the Slavic nasheed groups, um, all this stuff, right? So let me tell you, bro, I have a strong disdain for nasheed groups. They are mostly not mostly, they are majority trash. There's just like 9 out of 10 Muslim singers, nasheed artists, absolute garbage. I'm just gonna go ahead and say like it is, but absolute trash. And there is a bevy of them. There's so many that I don't even know who all of them are. Right, my wife is a fan of some of these nasheed artists, and so we're in the car and riding around, and she's playing her Muslim nasheed, and some of them like listen, some of them I know from my childhood, right? Absolute certified bangers, all right. Some of them not bangers, trash. And then it was these one folks who I had heard of, but I didn't actually like know what they did, right? And so this group is called DeenSquad, right? And so I'm listening to them, right? And I'm like, why do these songs that they're singing, right? I'm like, why does it sound so familiar to just regular musical songs, right? It sounds like a song you hear on the radio, and it's what these fools are doing. DeenSquad, right? Oh yeah, I love it. They're doing such they're doing such just dumb stuff. So DeenSquad, what their whole shtick is, right? Which I don't know why they haven't been shut down. I know way more about them than I ever need to know. Because if I'm gonna talk about something, I have to do some research prior before I just go out there and just shoot at folks willy nilly, right? Because I don't want to come out and just be wrong, and just be saying things without having any prior knowledge. So I watched a video about like DeenSquad, and they're talking about how like they had this like manager and stuff, and this manager was like trying to like sew a wedge between them. These two brothers, Carter Zahir and Jay Dean, um, and he was trying to like put a wedge between them and like turn like them against each other and take all their money. And basically, they had like some like corrupt manager dude, um, and he tried to like split apart this whole like Islamic Muslim group. And so I was like, interesting. Um, sure. Uh, but but yeah. Uh, so what DeenSquad does, right? Their whole spiel thing is that they take music, right? And they will make a halal remix. And so, in theory, right? I mean, it sounds good, right? Okay, you're going to take something that is haram and try to make it halal. Probably should do that. But if you can like, I don't know, remove all the like haram instruments, the flutes, the violins, the drums, and just have it be a duff, and just some vocals, sure. There's plenty of Muslim singers or artists who are halal, like what's his name, Maher Zain. Maher Zain makes pretty good halal music. Back in the day before DeenSquad was a thing, I'm sure. We all know of Native Dean, all right? Listen, Native Dean. When I was a kid, all right, when I was a kid from like ages like 8 to like 13, Native Dean had the entire like Muslim world on lockdown, all right, on lock. I even went to go see them in concert. Well, concert is a strong word. It was a festival. It was, how would you describe that place? It was an auditorium. We went to go see Native Dean in the auditorium, and it was obviously separate seating and stuff, right? And they went out there and they performed some of their songs. I am not afraid to stand alone. If the law's by my side, everything will be all right. Gotta keep my head up high. Listen, they was doing their thing, right? But I'm watching them live, and I'm like, yo, I'm watching everything live. I'm like, yo, these dudes really trash. And then they kind of like fell off. Well, not kind of, they fell off. And then they were like recently doing some shirk songs with a cult that I grew up in because they were just desperate for attention. So that's a whole story for a different day. But yeah, they used to be good. Maher Zain, I feel like most people know Maher Zain. Zayn Bika is another famous one. But yeah, but it's not but largely though, Islamic Nasheed's all terrible. Um, Growing up, it was this brother named Ibrahim Kaba who he either founded or was a part of this group called the IEG, the Islamic not group. And what they would do was they would take songs from Pakistan, um, Urdu songs, and then they would just remix it. They would like translate it and put the lyrics in English and then sing the song in English. Or they would just sing the song in Urdu with their voices and put it out and sell it to the local community. Different story for a different day. But anyway, let's get back to the people at hand. DeenSquad, listen. I, I want the downfall of these dudes so bad. Now, obviously, that sounds that sounds crazy because at the end of the day, they're Muslim. But I do want this to stop. Whatever it is they see themselves as doing for whatever cause they're benefiting or serving needs to be stopped. Absolutely needs to be stopped. There is no way that they're getting away with these halal remixes. They're not even halal. The whole point, the instrumental is still there. You didn't like all you did was okay. So let's lock into this video here. A lost plan. Now, if you were around 4 or 5 years ago, whenever you turn on a car or went to a gym, God's Plan by Drake was playing nonstop. All right, God's plan, God's plan. So obviously, these fools are like, you know what? We're so halal. We're so smart. We're going to make we're gonna make a halal remix to this. Um. So. Okay. So again, if you take away all the haram instruments, then maybe you can kind of make a halal. But that's not what you have going on here at all. Because it's the same instrumental as God's Plan by Drake. Um,
It's crazy how Allah brought us close to the thing. Sammy Tyson thuggin', he was running the streets. Jay embraced Islam at the
okay, all right. The beat hits harder than my slaps. Allah is the best. This goes hard, hella inspiring, very humble song. We're making out of Gaza with this one. I for sure you not, bro. I I can assure you not making out of with this track. You better go after the law, bro, because this ain't helping you, bro. Listen, bro. These people need to be shut down. All right, listen. I also learned that DeenSquad started in Canada. I know this because my brother-in-law is Canadian, and he was telling me how they started in Canada. But yeah, I am a certified Nasheed hater. All right. Now, it was hold on. It's this interview that these fools have. It's garbage. Yeah. See, and the thing like I haven't even gotten to like any point of many talking points in this video yet. I'm gonna get there soon, inshallah. I'm just so flabbergasted. It was can hip hop? What was it? Can hip hop be halal? I can't spell y'all, well. All right, so.
You better say salams on them in your town. I'm J Deen, and you know I don't mess around, so let me break it down so you can keep hating. I ain't got a problem with these haters. Only got a clean diet, only eats a beef, I never eat bacon. Peace out.
What? What was that, bro? Hold on, bro. Hold on. Let's go ahead and play this again, bro.
You better say salams on them in your town. I'm J Deen, and you know I don't mess around, so let me break it down so you can keep hating. I ain't got a problem with these haters. Only got a clean diet, only eats a beef, I never eat bacon. Peace out.
Got the club going up on the Tuesday. Got your girl in the cut and she choose.
Got the mosque going up on a Friday. I be chilling with my brothers down the highway. Mosque going up.
See the messages getting packed now.
I'm trying to play the first row.
J Deen is one.
Okay, wait. Okay, hold on. There's so much wrong with what I just saw. But let's yeah, I don't know how long this video is gonna be, but let's just discuss a few things real quick. First and foremost, bro. Okay, so I mentioned earlier how they're trying to turn hip hop into a lot, right? So again, if you take just the instrumental and then you just put Islamic words over it, that doesn't really make it Islamic at all. It's like a whole like they're like Muslim rappers who are like they rap about like anything like there's what's his name, Lil Durk, right? So Lil Durk is Muslim, right? Then I've seen interviews with him talking about how like he prays a lot and he like was like raised Muslim or something along those lines. But like yeah, he's Muslim, right? Cool, right? And he raps and he makes music and all this stuff, and he's in the industry. Cool, right? Because he is Muslim does not mean that you can listen to his music. It's not how it works. He is wrong for making the music, and you were wrong for listening to the music. So DeenSquad, and this is besides y'all just being trash, right? I want to know why and I understand you guys aren't super big in the grand scheme of things in the overarching world of music, right? But why hasn't the music industry shut you guys down? Because one thing as a gamer, right, I have seen gaming creators have music in their videos. It could be a 5-second clip, and the music studios is coming to take the video and all the money, all right? So if DeenSquad has made any amount of money ever from any of their halal remixes, I'm shocked because the music industry, Warner Brothers, UMG, Atlantic Records, they do not play about their money. Like they are the Yahudi of the Yahudi. All right, they're not letting you get a coin. All right, so why the music industry hasn't shut down DeenSquad, who knows? You can theorize in your head as to why that might be, but let's just think about it. So these people, right? And I've even seen like these niggas have like concerts and stuff. Hold on, DeenSquad concert. Like they're having concerts and stuff, and like there's like remixing and stuff is going on in the concert. I haven't. Ya Allah. See, I'm about to get going through a whole rabbit hole, just trashing these brothers.
Hey, let's get.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. Like some is, I'm gonna go ahead and do this stuff, but like, bro, like what? How do we even get here? How do we even get here? I listen. These girls better be related to them, bro. Like this is what y'all have going on, bro. I'm not. And the guitar's right there. This is what I'm talking about. But they're not even trying. They're not even trying to be halal. And folks are just letting them pass. Like, what is this? Come on, bro. Perform their hits, Cover Girl and Believer. Like the guitar's right there. And we know that the guitar, string instruments, wind instruments are haram. We know this to be a fact, right? Apparently, maybe they're just uninformed, or they're simply just being ignorant and just saying, "I don't care." Because typically, what happens is when people get caught out on this stuff, right? They always say, "Well, I'm sick of the haram police trying to make Islam not fun, or whatever the hell." Bro, you just can't do it. It's not that. Well, it was it was this rapper from the UK who said what did that nigga say? He said they tried to tell me that music's haram, but I don't get my religion from Saudi. Like, no, that's just Islam, bro. Your music you make is haram. I hate to tell you again, but music's haram. But yeah, no. Someone please, get me in touch with Universal, Atlantic, and whoever the hell else, so that I can get these dudes shut down. Right? Like, I I will send emails. I will be a Karen to get whatever they have going. Halal remixes, absolutely not. This is like this is one of those like tricks of the devil, right? This is basically like a bid'ah, right? Music nowadays is basically like a bid'ah, where folks will, these brothers are included, others are included as well, who also do this as well, but people, they will try to make a halal version of haram, right? It's like if someone said, "I'm going to make pork hummus," right? Hummus is typically viewed as like halal because it's just chickpeas. It's just a chickpeas and some oil, right? But if someone adds pork to it, it's just, "I'm gonna make halal pork hummus," it's like, no, you're not. That doesn't work at all. Or if someone's like, "I'm gonna make some curry. I'm gonna make some pork curry." I've never even heard of a pork curry. So if you're making a pork curry, clearly you're just doing stuff. We don't need halal remixes on halal stuff. It's not. We're not gonna have a halal nightclub. We're not gonna have halal remixing. We're not gonna have halal dating. It's just not how it works. So you can stop with this foolishness. And this is the thing, right? So obviously, if you are listening to music, right, and you're trying to transition from music to like a better version of music, right? I can see it as, okay, you're trying to go from like you listen to non-Muslims, and then inshallah you only listen to Muslims like DeenSquad, sure, okay, whatever, and then maybe you go to like Maher Zain, whatever, and then eventually you'll stop listening to music altogether, and then you listen to like a Quran and lectures and podcasts, other things that aren't music. But I get some folks have like a need to have like a sonically sounding thing. But listen, there are reciters of the Quran who will do that for you. I can assure you. Like Yasser al-Desri, if you listen to him, or Muhammad al-Hayden, or Abdurrahman al-Sudais, or Abu Tamaya, bunch of reciters you can listen to, where you will get that sensation of music, but it just feels better. It feels better for your heart and soul. And it's just it flows so much better. So there are so many different like things you can be doing better with your ears than listening to DeenSquad or any other halal haram music folks like DeenSquad. But I understand it's a journey for everyone else. But these two right here, bro, I want them shut down immediately. Like absolute garbage. Oh, let's not. I didn't even get to that part. Another thing is, right, the Muslim rappers really be terrible. Like all you Negroes is trash. I haven't ran across a single good Muslim rapper, and this is coming from someone who used to love rap music, love battle rap, underground stuff, lyricism, all that stuff, right? All of y'all is trash. All of you is trash. Let's go ahead and say it, right? And the only thing worse than freaking the Muslim rappers is the freaking Muslim slam poets, bro. Spoken word Muslims, men, bro. Y'all trash too, but at least y'all halal. At least y'all halal. So I'm gonna keep that up to y'all. But DeenSquad, I'm not even done with the video yet, y'all. Let me show. Let's watch the video first. See what they have to say about their Islam twist on the stuff. Let's go ahead and watch it.
Half of DeenSquad, a Canadian duo who take the lyrics of popular rap songs and give them an Islamic twist. They're huge online, but as we found out,
Hey, that's me.
DeenSquad fans are literally everywhere.
I usually just pick like just the hottest songs out right now. Fetty Wap says like I be in the kitchen cooking pies with my baby, show her how to whip it because she remixed it for low. Like that's like referring to like drugs and stuff like that. So one day do all for the lady, and that one day I'ma praise the Lord with my lady. I don't observe the lyrics, you know. They're not really
law change
clean
crazy.
spiritually and stuff like that, you know. But number one, the beat is amazing and the melody is amazing. I think I need her, inshallah, I'll keep her. She's a righteous believer.
Thousands of young Muslims
Y'all need to go shoot this video in front of the masjid. It's crazy.
follow them on Snapchat, Instagram, and Facebook.
5 times a day because I'm Muslim. 4 rides in the crib because I'm a Muslim. Sunni, Shia, now I'm just Muslim.
Some even share their own videos using the hashtag DeenSquad.
Give me a halal all because I'm Muslim.
I'll make the wine for that lady.
You can identify yourself with it and it's very familiar, like you do these things and it's really comforting that you know that other people are also doing these things and it's...
It was a really popular song, so manipulating that and putting in some Islamic teachings into it, I think that was genius and it's very catchy.
It's catchy. It's not Islamic at all.
There are lots of strong views about DeenSquad's music, many of those commenting online, for example.
Thank you. Tack these Negroes up, bro.
Believe the very act of listening to music is forbidden or haram.
I
They
consider
believe
what
it
I'm
is
doing
true.
to be permissible. The main argument that people use to say that music in totality is haram is because it leads you away from the path. I can attest to the thousands of messages that I've got on my Facebook page of Muslim youth saying, because of your videos, I've started praying again. I've become more inspired to be a better Muslim. How can that be impermissible?
Jay-Z
Okay, wait. So what this brother just said, JD, remember, right? He said, because people reach out to me and says that because of my music that I make, they have become a better Muslim. Listen, I don't care if 100,000 people came to you and said, hey, listen, because of your music videos and your music, I'm a better Muslim now. You're still wrong. It doesn't make it better. It's like it's just like this doesn't equate to like 2. This is not 1 + 1. Like if someone was like, oh, because I saw you being a crackhead, it inspired me to not be a crackhead. Like, bro, you're still a crackhead though. It's not an analogous situation, bro. You haven't reinvented the wheel. And clearly you haven't like studied anything at all because you know music haram just because if you do any research or even try to, like this brother right here, you can tell it's someone who's like, I understand what you're saying, but I make money off of this, and because I make money, I will sacrifice the akhirah off of the dunya because I'm making a livelihood off of this, and that is how I want to be. They even, and people can say, oh, this video was 8 years ago. This Negro is working on new songs as we speak. They because I watched the whole video on like them breaking up, J Dean and Carter Zahir, and then them getting back together and all that happened to them. Which, excuse me, the video was terrible. By the way, I didn't really care. I just want to see like, hey, what the hell they had going on. And I mean, besides the other guy having this like, not gonna call him a youth, but he had his his wife all displayed in the interview with tight clothes on. But anyway, yeah. So they're trying to re-spark the flame. But yeah, it doesn't matter how long ago it was or whenever, it's still wrong. And if folks believe this to be okay, what's part of the problem? This brother's clearly misguided. He needs to go speak to a scholar or just hey, Google something. Hold on. Let's Google for you, buddy. Let's Google. Let's Google for is music halal. Islam QA. Musical instruments, and singing are haram in Islam. Summary of answer. Took you 5 seconds to come to this conclusion. All right, there you go. You don't have. You can disagree with this fatwa. You can probably ask another shield. But majority of the sheep will probably tell you, hey, listen, that joint is cooked. All right, your cooked food is haram. Now the problem is people don't want it to be haram because it feels good to them, right? Like music invokes emotion for humans, right? And we are emotional creatures. So anything that can get you into a mood or emotion, then you are more. It's more apropos for you as a human to feel that way, right? It's wrong for you. All right, this is one of the tricks of a shaitan. Singing is haram only when where alcohol is drunk. What? Anyway, so it's a different story for a different day. But you know, DeenSquad brothers, I want them shut down. Like I really need them to just be shut down. Like this shouldn't be happening, bro. This absolutely shouldn't be happening. I saw one video where they had like them performing, and in between their songs, someone would read the Quran. So it's like, bro, what? Reading the Quran at the concert does not do you any favors, bro. All right, let's get back to this video, inshallah.
Become more inspired to be a better Muslim. How can that be impermissible?
Because it is. Like again, you liking it doesn't make it better, and if you have 1,000 fans, they can take it really like, okay, supposed to be a part of Sufi orders just as a whole, and it's 1 billion folks in India and Pakistan. Like, okay, yeah, if they're a part of some Sufi group and they're believing in their sheikh as God, then guess what? They're wrong. I don't care how many people believe in it.
Appealing to young people, and most of the time Islamic teachings are in very chunky books and they're not really easy to digest and to read through.
It was all a dream. I used to read the books about the deen. Started on this journey, I had to get my soul clean. Then I went.
J. Deen himself follows the teachings of American Muslim scholars who believe certain forms of music are permissible and that Muslims can identify positively with both their religion and the country that they live in.
I saw a miracle right in front of my eyes.
Most of the time you're hearing this.
First of all, JD, if I remember correctly, he's not even from America, isn't it? This fool's like UK and Somali. So I don't know what he's talking about, bro. American, of course. Right? Listen, you can always find some super liberal, or he's Canadian. One too. You can always find some like super liberal like imams who just say anything, go with the flow. Oh, you know it's not super haram, and they like don't really ever. They don't have the support of the other imams. It's like their ijazah doesn't trace back to so sheikh, which trace back to some sahaba. It's always just like they're like their chain of like narration, it goes back to the slaves and it just stops. And it's like, oh well, yeah. I just feel like to like, we're in modern times now. Well, modern times, modern things. It's like, bro, what? Huh?
This young Muslim has gone off to Syria, this young Muslim's gone off to here. And to see two young Muslims, trying to spread a good image and the message of Islam, I really do like that.
I do feel like people are thinking, oh, she's probably a jihadist, she's probably an extremist, she's probably this. A few times when I was on the train and stuff like that, I've noticed that like people not sit next to me.
Where does J. Deen fit into all of that then?
Him doing all these remixes, we are connected with everybody else. So we're definitely not oppressors or we're not extremists. So it definitely, his intentions are just to...
So him making a music video, a remix of this stuff is somehow stopping you guys from being victimized. Listen.
Show us that.
0 to 100, brother, real quick. Worship one God is what I do.
The music may be popular, but does having an alternative to the mainstream unify listeners or segregate them even further?
There's plenty of non-Muslims who actually listen to our music. Sometimes I walk down in Canada, there's like a non-Muslim girl, she's like, you're that guy who does the videos, like,
She just likes the tunes.
Yeah, she likes the tunes. You say my music is haram, your mom's gonna be the first one to buy my CD.
Yeah, it keeps getting worse, but what did...
The tunes.
Yeah, she likes the tunes. You say my music is haram, your mom's gonna be the first one to buy my CD.
Your mom's gonna be the first one to buy my CD. I can assure you, my Umi is never buying your garbage, sir. I can assure you that there is a 0% chance that she's buying your trash. Um, Honestly, the more I learn about DeenSquad, the more I just like if there was such thing as Muslim cancellation, need to get these people canceled and or just educated. Like, and clearly people have reached out to them. I'm sure, because Muslim people be everywhere. But of course, when someone reaches out to these people who are doing wrong, right, online, and says, "Hey, listen, bro, this is haram," they get called the haram police instead of just being, "Hey, I'm just a Muslim brother or sister who's worried about your well being." Like, I'm not the. If this isn't the haram police, this isn't the fun police. You're gonna be okay, bro. You're gonna be okay. It's not the haram police. They're just telling you what you're doing is wrong, and you're being arrogant and saying, "Nah, it's definitely not wrong. I can do what I want to do." You absolutely cannot, but pack your bags, move on. All right, do something else halal. Listen to anything else besides this. And I promise you, I promise you, you will I promise you, you will enjoy it more. Um, Listen to some Quran. This is Abu Taymiyyah. You can listen to his Surah Al-Mulk. It's very beautiful. He recites Surah Al-Mulk in the Riaya of Khalif Hamza, or you can listen to a bunch of other people who recite the Quran. It just will be a better experience for you. Muhammad Hayden. Some of hit Surah Al-Furqan, Muhammad Hayden, beautiful. All right, beautiful station. We need to really be careful of trying to normalize sins. And that was 8 years ago. Like, it was trash then. It's trash now. And again, just because, and I'll end on this note because I'm already way too long. But just because you're Muslim and you go out and do things, right? We're not gonna get into this thing, imitation of the kafar, but just because you're Muslim and go out and do things does not make it all of a sudden halal. All right. If you're Muslim and you open up a club and you serve alcohol, it's not halal alcohol in the club. It's just not how it works. DeenSquad, I hope you guys get educated on something in Islam that tells you, hey, music is haram. You got some wacky, tacky, progressive sheikhs to tell you that this is halal. It's wrong. They'll probably also tell you being gay is fine. So pack them up, pack yourselves up, give music a career, bruh. Throw it in the trash. All right. Delete all the videos. Ask Allah to forgive you for the sins of spreading music. Because listen, who's to say that people didn't find you? Let's say that, oh, I'm looking for an nasheeds, right? And I'm looking for nasheeds to listen to because I'm Muslim. And they go to your video, DeenSquad, right? And they watch your video. And your video directly leads them to music. Because that's what it is. Your video is music. Like Allah's plan, that's God's plan. They go from your video to God's plan. Okay, now listening to Drake. And then they go down the whole rabbit hole of Drake's entire catalog and all the other artists that do music as well. And now they're on the path of music because of you. Like, what did you accomplish by this? Just go ahead, take down all your trash, all right? Get the garbage off the internet, bro. All right, save us all. All right. I personally despise all nasheeds from majority of these nasheed artists because they're always trash. Don't want to hear them. And ultimately, it's just a waste of time. So deal with that information whatever you will. Someone please find a way to contact the major record labels, all right, and have them take down all this music, bro, because there should be no way they're eating off this trash, bro. I'll live with that. That's all I have for this. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.